Recording all that, by the way.
Hell yeah.
Hello, my friends. This is Getty with Georgia Firing Line. It's been a while, so we're going to come back to the range and we're going to revisit an exercise that we shot exactly last year. We're shooting the fast drill again. So we covered a lot of the history in the previous video. The fast drill was originally developed by Todd Lewis Green and is now still shot in Ernest Langdon's classes with the LTT team and all that kind of stuff. This is a great test that's going to help you touch on a lot of the skills that many of us, myself included, need to be working on. So first off, what the whole exercise is performed at 7 yards. We have a 3x5 index card up in the head box. We have an 8-inch circle, very similar to your IDPA targets, which is what we have right here. So what we're doing is we're drawing the gun from concealment or from active retention, ALS, SLS style of duty holster, whatever, something like that. You're gonna put 2 rounds up in the head box, putting you to slide lock. Then you're gonna perform your slide lock emergency reload, follow up with 4 rounds into the circle. So let's talk about equipment. Today I'm shooting my HK VP9. This is the match version with a Holosun 507 competition, and I'm drawing it from a tier 1 concealed MSP holster. So while the gun is ready, the targets are hung, and I'm getting ready to begin. The next step for me is I'm gonna put some locked in grip on my hands because I shoot with this every chance I get. Locked in grip is an alcohol-based chalk used in the shooting sports. It's gonna increase your connection to the gun, and it gives you more feedback instantly to what your grips are doing and what the gun is doing in your hands. I recommend it highly. So part of the reasons why I like this so much is this is the fundamentals accuracy speed test, and it really does touch on all of those things. You need to be able to draw the gun well. You need to be able to catch your dot in flight and call your shots in motion. You need to be able to obviously manage your gun and reloading, but also this is an excellent opportunity for you to practice your performance cueing and what you do before the beep goes off. In order to practice this test, what you're gonna need is a target similar to what I have here. You can print these off online for free. I'll put the link in the description. You're gonna need a shot timer of some kind, and you're gonna need a gun with 2 magazines and a little bit of ammo. That's kind of self-explanatory. Are we ready?
Sure. Are you ready?
Cool.
You want me to beep you or you want to beep yourself?
I can beat myself, baby.
Right.
I can beat myself. I love it. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna demonstrate this for you, and I'm gonna talk you through my preparatory cueing as well as what I see after the fact. I'm gonna do the best that I can to maintain my shot calling at speed, and the throttle control is gonna be really important here. Those 2 to the head box really need to be careful, but then the 8-inch body, you gotta be able to let those go and control the gun a bit. So we're gonna do the best we can, we'll see what we can do. So I've got 1 magazine with 2 rounds in it. This puts 1 round in the chamber and 1 round left in the magazine. So when I fire the 2 rounds of the head box, this is gonna put me into my slide lock reload, and then of course my reload is staged with a full magazine. After the first run, I'll show you how to set yourself up for the second run quickly, so if you choose to come practice this, you'll get the most out of your time. Camera 1, camera 2. Camera 1, camera 2. Camera 1, camera 2. Good? All right. So as I prep for my first run, I'm allowing my vision to settle on the target. And what I mean by that is I'm aware of where both my target zones are. My vision is on my first target zone, which is in the head box, but I'm familiar with where the circle is. That means I can see the camera, I can see the light. Even though I'm looking over here, I'm acknowledging where these things are in space. This is opening my vision, which is gonna help me catch my dot and use it to be a little more precise in my shot calling. So I'm setting my position and my posture, and I'm preparing to perform. Visualization's happening now. I can see the gun coming out. I'm seeing the dot rise and fall. Cleansing breath on the exhale, and I'm ready now. 2 to the head box, reload, 4 to the body. Stand by. Okay. I was being a little careful on that one to the body because I wanted to make sure I had him in. I saw some weirdness from my dot after the reload. But that was in a 4:13. I'm very happy with that time. So that is a clean run on the first attempt. That's a 4:13. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if you can see that. Boom, boom. Cool. So I'm the only one shooting on the range right now, so the range is safe. My gun is holstered, so I'm gonna bend over and pick up my mag now. Don't look at my butt. So as we head down range now, we're gonna look at the target. So follow me, John. So I want to talk you through what I saw. So shot calling is the ability to know where the bullet just went the moment that it went off. So my dot dropped in from the top of the box after my draw. I saw 1, I saw 2. Slide lock reload, my vision. I did look at the magazine well when I performed the reload because you should look where your magazine is going. That's just my opinion. But when I brought my vision back on target, I brought it back to the center point and look where the majority of the rounds are. They landed where I'm looking. So as it followed through, this shot may have been the 3rd, maybe 4th, because my grip after the reload was not exactly the way I wanted it, but I had to go because I was short on time. Again, that was a total time of a 4:13. Let me talk you through the numbers real quick. Draw was a 123 with a 33 split to the head box. Reload was a 199. I'm pretty happy with a 2-second reload from concealment. 19, 20, 19 for the final splits to the body. So that's pretty careful for me. So I'm gonna give this one more go, see if I can push a bit, and we're gonna see what we can do. So when you're setting yourself up for your next run, what you should be left with is an empty magazine, a magazine with bullets in it, and a round left in the chamber of your gun. Context clues will lead you to believe that you only need to put 1 round in the empty magazine to set yourself up, and that's correct. So by putting 1 round in that magazine and putting that magazine in the gun with 1 round in the chamber, you're ready to go again. All right, second attempt. Stand by. Okay, so I'm 1 in, 1 out on the head box for a 412. At least I'm consistent. We'll get the data first and then I'll talk you through it. So we're 126 on the draw. We are 39 split to the head box. Reload was a 189. A 10th magically disappeared. We have a 19, we have a 20, we have a 19. So the reload I'm happy with. The draw to 1 I'm pretty happy with for this, but where I failed the shot call was the second shot in the head box. So follow me down here one more time. So what I saw on this one, again, dot dropped in from 12. I'm able to see and predict what's going on. Finger was prepped on the trigger on the way out. Clean first shot. I'm okay with that. The second shot, my support hand let go early because I was too busy thinking about the reload and it took me out of my procedure. So that's where I dropped 1. Then after the reload, I said, hey, I screwed up. Let's have fun. And I just buried the 4 in the circle. So the body is good. I don't need to worry about that so much. I really need to pay more attention to the first shot or the second shot in the head box. So I'm gonna give it one more go and then we'll switch. So there was a processing error that happened right there, but that's interesting because I recognized the gun didn't lock open. 517, it's close enough for practice. So 138 draw, 42 split because I really had to control that sucker in for the second. I was not going to allow myself to miss that a second time. The reload was a 279, a little bobble in the reload, but that's all right. 21, 20, 17. On those shots to the body, I saw my dot doing a little bit more chaotic movement. So normally what I see is the dot just kind of rise and falls. If there's something weird in the grip, I'll see it turn into like a curly Q or like a lasso loop. And if there's something terrible happening, it'll move left and right pretty considerably. So I didn't get that, but what I did get on this one was a better hole shot. So as the dot dropped in from 12, I saw it, the gun cycled, I saw it again, and I was happy with it. After the reload, when I brought them all down here, you can see where I'm looking because that's where the majority of my grouping is. And because my grip and my posture is in control of handling the gun, it is able to really wrangle it in and control it better. So I lied, I'm gonna do one more. That felt better. In a 407, I beat it from the first one. And we're all clean, I can score it from here. 122 draw. 34 to the head, 197 reload. I feel good about that. 19, 17, 18 to the body. So that's pretty cool. Jared, did you want to try it?
Yeah.
Okay. So up next, we're going to have Jared shoot it. He's one of our other coaches here. And we're going to put him up a fresh target and we're going to have a good old time. Are you ready? Stand by.
There it goes.
Back reload.
Yep.
What happened?
Downrange, my mag went flying out of my hand.
Okay, yeah. Are you ready? Stand by.
Fuck that bad, but it's all good.
519.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good, man.
All up.
So here's the thing, the timing is great. Okay, so as far as time, raw time is concerned,
Yeah.
you've got the time. I will never tell a shooter to slow down, I'll tell them to see more. So what I mean when I say that, can you tell me what your dot was doing during your shoot?
But it was going way up.
Okay.
The whole time.
So your dot lived high and stayed high?
It lived high and stayed high towards, if this is your optic, it was staying high the whole time right here.
In the top of the window?
Yeah.
Okay, so to bring the dot in the window, support hand pinky pressure is the largest culprit for the most part. So when you grip on the gun, prioritize your support hand. So crank this on, get it on there early so it's there when it's along for the ride.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Okay. 2 to the head, reload 4 to the body. Are you ready? Stand by. Good. Okay,
That was 5.
It's all right. Hold through. So here's the thing though. Clean. You stacked them in the head box and you did better even though you sent an extra round. I'm really not that worried about it.
Okay.
So here's the deal, okay? 137 draw, 46 to the headshot, so it's careful. Reload was a 306. We had a little hitch in there and that's okay. 21, 21, 17, and the last one was a 20. So at the final shot, the time was 5:58, which puts you into the advanced category. That's about right. You know what I mean?
Is master what you were doing?
Expert, yeah.
Expert? Okay.
Or, sub 5 is expert.
Okay.
So even with your final extra shot, you're still 568, so you're still well within.
Okay.
So a couple things, right? Prioritize what you see and what you feel.
Yeah.
So we're not counting rounds, we're feeling rounds. That's how you keep track of what's going on. Does that make sense?
You're gonna have to go into some like detail with that
as far as
with me later.
Okay.
Because like I'm having a hard time comprehending that.
What do you mean? Which part?
Feeling it.
Okay.
Because it's like, you know how like when you're saying like call your shot and tracking the dot, like with the problem is with me, like I can see my dot, but like, and I'm pretty sure like my grip's good. I know how to adjust while I'm shooting, but I feel like it just goes all over the place.
Okay. This is gonna be a separate video. We're gonna do it right now.
Yeah, okay.
So that's a good example how to practice the fast drill and what it does for you. I encourage everybody to at least try it, and as long as you've got the equipment and you can perform these things safely, you're welcome to do them here at GFL. For those of you watching outside of our little window, check with your range, make sure it's okay for you to draw and reload and shoot fast and all that. And if they don't let you do it, find a new range. If you have any questions or if you want to get involved in our training program, we have plenty of opportunities coming up in the near future. I'd love to have you guys in class so we can work on this together because you will see this pop up in everything that we do. My name is Getty, this is Jared, y'all be safe.